Oh, we up? Yeah, we up, family.
The time is nigh. Open up your eyes to see the signs of the time. Got to be wise to all of their lives. Look to the sky from where my help comes. Wake up, got to wake up from the slumber. Don't let them pull you under. Rise up of the water. Never let them wrestle you into the mire.
Into the mire. Yes, family. Can you hear me? Check one, mic check, mic check. Greetings, family. Greetings. Yes. Greetings in the name of his and her, Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the First, Empress Reserve Menin. Yes, family. One perfect balance. Welcome to Politically Incorrect, where we get it correct. Y'all already know if we're not correct, feel free to correct us. That's what's up. Man, we imagine a whole week then going by already so quick. It's like time like right now, time like it's in the quickening. It's like everything like is speeded up, like it's twice as fast. Before you know it, a whole week then pass, and we right back here again another evening, observing this sacred day for those who observe it as the Sabbath. Imagine that. Again, it's like in the twinkling of an eye, we right back here. Tonight's program, we're going to discuss some stuff again, locally, regionally, and a bit international. And we're going to connect them because the truth about Haiti, what the media didn't tell you, what the media didn't tell you. And this is why this is important because we've been given one narrative, one narrative, one narrative from the same people that's been giving us the one narrative. And if you want to be truthful, if you look back at history, the same people that give us these one narratives are the same people that always mislead us. So rather than us being hoodwinked and bamboozled, we're gonna take a different look at this thing tonight. So go tell a friend to tell a friend. Politically Incorrect is up. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And by the way, I definitely got to shout out the wait. I ain't got no eyes. I gotta mute my phone. I can't even see a thing. Let me get my own page going on here. Hang on. I gotta log into Facebook so I can see what's going on in cyborg space. Oh man. Yeah, this is what's up though. Oh man, this is crazy. Oh, here we are. Here. I got it. Shout out to House of Awakening Minds, Reawakening Minds, Dr. G and the Elder Taj. I gotta definitely shout out the family, give thanks for the forward and the acknowledgement, and also the support on this level, because you know there are levels to this thing right here, and we just give thanks to everybody who make it happen. So, family, having said that, let me start by saying first of all, Shabbat Shalom for those observing today as a sacred day. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Ashe Hotep, the conscious community, you know what I mean? The brothers out in the east, Namaste. The Rasta sister and the brethren, y'all don't know is Rastafari, Kidamawi, and everybody else watching is love and light. So shout out to all the family first of all, Black Lion Security, you already know who you be. Shout out to the family in Dominica. I can't wait to go to Dominica, man. I just can't wait to go to Dominica. I got 18 Dominica on the list right now. Oh, gotta mention Antigua as well. Shout out to the family in Antigua, new family in Antigua. Yeah, expanding this thing regionally with the quickening, just like the time. This thing happening in real time is expanding just as fast. So shout out to the family in Dominica as well, Antigua, St. Lucia, St. Vincent. Shout out to St. Vincent. Got some great news this evening. Wow, amazing. I'll tell you about that next week once the ink dry for sure. But also Grenada, Trinidad, Guyana, y'all already know. One Caribbean, man. That's what's up. Beverly, I see you too. Anika, I see you too, family. Give thanks for the support as always. Here's what's up though, man. And I gotta do this with no apology. So we're going back to Haiti. We're going to touch on some things. There's a few things I definitely have to share tonight. You're gonna need a pen and paper. I got a lot of information. Some I left off on the previous one, but we're going to touch on this again tonight. It's important that we see this thing from a different perspective, because if we don't see it from a different perspective, then how will we know if what we're seeing is correct? So we're going to analyze it from a different perspective. You're going to check out what the media didn't tell you. And we're going to give you the timeline and the history. And that's to show you how these politicians, right, they literally play a game. And it's a serious game. And this is why Haiti is in the position that it's finding itself in, because politicians, not because of the people, not because of gangs, but because of what? Social engineering. That's what it is. Social engineering. That's what's going on, man. Socially engineering the masses. That's what's up. And that's why we keep failing to realize, man, that you read these books, man, you see how these people got plans on top of plans on how to do all kind of stuff. Yeah. Tavi Scott Institute. I'm telling you, if y'all never had, well, if you ever seen this before, you know it's about. If you haven't seen this book, you need to add it to your library collection. Get into it, man. It'll. We're gonna look at it tonight. We're gonna look at what is social engineering tonight, different perspective. So, having said that, let me jump right into it. There was a joint I wanted to play, but I ain't gonna play it yet. We'll play it at the end. I'm just gonna jump right into this video. So I'm gonna start first with a sequence of events. So where do we start? I think it's only best to start about 2 years ago. There's a news media house. It's called Al Jazeera. Shout out to Al Jazeera, by the way, which is where I got this particular this stream from. And I want to add it on here really quick. Now, Haiti's most powerful gang leader talks to Al Jazeera. Now, Al Jazeera, gives you a different perspective as well. They don't just talk it, they literally walk it. And I got another surprise later on tonight. You got to stick around to find out. I got to big up the brothers and sisters of the Hebrew Israelite community as well. And I'll show you why in a bit. But in the meantime, go tell a friend and tell a friend. I want to jump in and start playing this joint here really quick. This is going to be interesting. But take a look at this and give me your thoughts. But before I go and do that, let me do something first. Let me do one thing first. Wait a second. Hang on. I got you. One thing first. Just want to shout out your sister Indra.
Greetings, family. This is Indra, and you are watching Politically Incorrect.
That's right.
Politically Incorrect. Yeah.
That's right.
Politically Incorrect. Real news for the people in real time.
Give thanks to the forward, man.
Politically incorrect. Reality from Royal elect, it's time to get in place for real news for the people in real time.
I like the reverbs. I love the reverbs, sis. The reverbs, that's it for me, man. Like, I so love the quality. Studio work is a legit thing. Love it. Yeah, I just want to shout out the family, though. Greetings from the DM to you, too, like I said earlier, family. Anika, I see you. Beverly, hope you're feeling better, though, Bev. Hope you're feeling better. And we got to talk, man. Like I tell you, Beverly, don't let them fool you. Oh, no. Shout out to the family in NYC, by the way, and the family in Canada as well, family in ATL. I ain't forget you. I'm going to set it when I get off. I got you covered. And shout out to the admin team. You know it is behind the scene, inbox crew. Y'all already know. Shout out to the sister as well, making it happen. Shout out to the Fade family, the whole Fade family, doing things, man, doing things. But like I was telling y'all, let me get into this clip real quick. This brother right here, what can I say? Want y'all to, in fact, let me just put the link up in the comments as well, so those could watch the whole thing. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I'll play a part of it just to give you a perspective, because the timeline that we build in tonight. So I'll put this link right here in the comments. You can check it out when you get a chance. But check the timeline on this. See, we're looking to send men to Haiti. We keep claiming it's a peace initiative, right? That's the first lie they tell you. That's the first lie. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you live tonight from their own mouth. You gotta wait to hear what the prime servant said. You gotta wait to hear what she said. Yes, the prime servant. Yeah, I said it. Mia Amor Motley. I'm calling names. You gotta wait to hear what she say. because I'm gonna play that video tonight. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all ain't ready for this. You're not ready for this, man. Let me put this up here. Listen to this really quick, family. Make sure the volume up loud and nice. And make sure you give me a sound check too while we at it.
I have to see that.
His name is Jimmy Shelze, more commonly known by his childhood nickname, Barbecue. Once a Haitian police officer, he is now the leader of a powerful confederation of gangs called G9, which controls much of Port-au-Prince and its suburbs. With an automatic rifle strapped to his chest, Shelze took us through the garbage-strewn alleyways of La Saline, a sprawling slum. He urged us to show the world the desperate poverty in which millions of Haitians live out their lives without basic sanitation, health care, education, or hopes for a better future. Although he is the feared leader of a violent criminal gang, Shelze appears to be trying to reinvent himself as a leader, a man of the people, battling a corrupt system and the current government led by Prime Minister Ariel Henry, whom Shelze condemns.
We are fighting for another society, another Haiti that is not only for the 5% of the people who keep all the wealth, but a new Haiti where everyone can have food, clean water, so they can have a decent house to live in. Another Haiti where we don't have to leave the country.
Shelze also stands accused of masterminding numerous assassinations and massacres, including one in 2018 that killed up to 25 people. He denies all the allegations.
I'm not a gangster. I never will be a gangster. It's the system I'm fighting against today. The system has a lot of money. They own the media. Now they try to make me look like a gangster.
Shelze condemned the kidnapping of 17 U.S. and Canadian missionaries who are being held for ransom by a rival gang.
We condemn all kidnappings that happen in this country. The special one is the missionaries. They're Americans when we talk about missionaries. They came to this country to help us. Today, we cannot support any gangs who kidnap people.
A severe fuel shortage has practically shut down Haiti's capital, the result of gangs hijacking fuel trucks and blockading depots. Shelze says he can get the petrol flowing again, but says Haiti's prime minister must go.
If Ariel Henry resigns at 8 o'clock, then at 8:05 we will remove all the barricades so that the trucks can come to the fuel depot and fill up, and then the crisis will stop.
Shelze says he wants to tear up Haiti's political and oligarchic system by its roots.
This system is criminal. The revolution we are preaching today, we cannot do this without guns, because we have our own guns. This gun is a symbol of our revolution, the revolution against the 5% of those who hold all the wealth of our nation.
As he walked the streets of La Saline, Barbecue was greeted warmly by many. Does this gang leader have ambitions to one day rule Haiti? He certainly talks like a politician, comparing himself to one of Haiti's most revered leaders in its struggle for independence from France in the 18th century.
Jean-Jacques Dessalines was a great man, the father of the nation who fought hard to free Haiti. Today, I am doing the same fighting as Dessalines did. I am following his dream. The dream of Dessalines was to see the wealth of his country be shared equally.
Outlaw, would-be revolutionary, leader of men in arms. The man they call Barbecue is one of the most powerful and enigmatic figures in Haiti today.
All right, so I ended up playing the whole video, but enigmatic and powerful. Here's the thing, family. I mean, if you think about it, when I was listening to this at first, I was saying to myself, well, wait a minute. Well, this doesn't sound like it don't sound like the guy that the media talking about, especially CNN and the other channels and CBC and the other channels. Yeah, they call their names, man. I mean, think about it. Before they could do anything, they got to demonize and vilify this particular group of people in Haiti. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said before, I'm bringing you a different perspective, just a different perspective. You're hearing it from him directly. A lot of what they telling you and what you seeing and what you hearing is from a different source. Isn't quite adding up. But what is adding up, however, is this. Now, I didn't show you all initially, but this video right here, This video right here is from, in fact, let me just reduce it. Let me show you. This is from 2 years ago. This is from 2 years ago, right at the bottom. The link is in the description. 2 years ago. So wait a minute. You telling me that he was doing this 2 years ago? In fact, he was doing it not just 2 years ago, not 3 years ago, up to 4 years ago, this stuff was going on, give or take a month or two. So it's like, wait a minute. This been going on for a minute. You keep hearing about Haiti. This been going on for a minute. There's been a resistance. And like I told you all, I gave you a document last program. The University of Yale and Harvard declared that the government in Haiti was the ones that organized their own militia group gang to go out and torment, terrorize, and harass and murder the innocent people who were protesting their oppression. Imagine that. So they put all that blame on this gentleman and say it was all him. He's saying, nah, I don't know nothing about none of that. But I could tell you it was the government that was doing that. The thing is, outside groups came in, did their own investigation, and validate this man's claims. Now, the minute America's calling him bad, you know something wrong. You know something wrong. They call Gaddafi bad. When we go down the list of guys they call bad and what happened to them. Think about it, family. Think about it. But let me show you where this is going, though. Let me show you where this is going. This is just the beginning. Let me show you where this is going, because this is just 2 years ago. Remember that? 2 years ago. Remember that? Well, let's take a little trip back in time. Let's go a little trip back in time. This would have been, let's do this one. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. This was from July last year. I'm going to show you all another link. Let me get the link so I could go ahead and post it up. Let me go ahead and post it up. This look familiar, family? Some of y'all might remember this. Some of y'all might have never seen it before in your life. This is Haiti, CARICOM. Actually, it says CARICOM caves in to U.S. pressure. That's the heading. That's the headline alone. Let's remember that. That's the headline. They say Haiti, CARICOM caves in to U.S. pressure. Who was CARICOM president this time last year? Not this time, sorry. In July last year, 2023. Who was the head of CARICOM in July? Somebody quick, do that research, Google it, and post it real quick. Post that in the comments real quick. Who was the head of CARICOM then? Let's take a look. I put the link right there. You can go check this out yourself. You got to read this article, family. You got to read this article. This article right here, you got to read this article. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. And by the way, this is July the 9th, 2023. Remember what I said? That interview with him was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And this is a year ago. In July 9th, 2023. And it says CARICOM caves into U.S. pressure. And it says it's by a guy called A.T. Freeman. This article. The first paragraph says it best. As had been widely predicted. Well, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me highlight that word. Listen, family. Listen, you can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. You cannot make this up. It says, as had been widely predicted, CARICOM caves in to the intense and relentless U.S. pressure. Listen to this carefully. On it, that the regional body, through its support behind, listen carefully now, the planned U.S. military attack on Haiti. The planned, hold on, man. Let me see if I can make this larger, because y'all may not be hearing me, man. You know, seeing is believing, man. Let me see what I could do here, man. Let me see what I could do here, man. Is this any better right here? Is this any better? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? As had been widely predicted, CARICOM caves in to the intense and relentless U.S. pressure on it, that the regional body, through its support behind who? The planned U.S. military attack on Haiti. This is not a humanitarian effort. It's not a peace effort. It's a military attack on Haiti. That's what this is. This is nothing new what they're doing. 45 heads of government conference, which also marked the 50th anniversary of the organization CARICOM. Crazy, man. But guess what? There's more. Remember, they caved into the pressure. They caved into the pressure. I wonder what made them cave into the pressure. What do you think? What do you think? I mean, anybody can take a guess? Anybody can take a guess? I can. Let's make this a little larger here, man. Let's make this one a little larger right here, man. Let's make this a little larger right here, man. So we got another article here. Let me just get the link so I can post this as well. Make sure you copy these links and share them. And give thanks to the inbox crew, man. I give thanks to those who be sending me the information. Yeah, I'd be loving it, man. Regional affiliated press. Put that link up there as well. Make sure you copy that. Make sure you get that before they go ahead and try to take that down, and you can't even access it. Do what you got to do. Global coalition rallies to restore peace in Haiti amid gang crisis. A Latin America perspective. This is quite interesting because I didn't read this in the Nation newspaper, and I got the paper. I was looking for it for a little while. I was searching the paper, and no matter how I look, I can't find this article. I can't find this information at all. The Nation, look, the Nation and CBC. I'm gonna tell you all right now, right? You can't trust them, man. You can't trust them. You can't. I know for a fact you can't trust the Nation. I could say that, and the Nation couldn't even sue me for saying that. That's a bold statement, boy, Emmanuel. I got the evidence. I got the email. Oh man. Yeah, I got the evidence. Yeah, I got the receipt for that. I got the receipt for that. But check this out. A Latin American perspective. That's like the article from Trinidad that talked about using the Caribbean as guinea pigs. We never saw that in the Nation. That wasn't even in the Advocate. So why you think that they caved in, family? Let me tell you why they caved in. As Haiti grapples with an escalating gang crisis, a newly formed international security force backed by nations from Canada to Jamaica promises a glimmer of hope. So far, so good. Sounds fair. Security forces. This initiative supported by, wait a minute, hold on a minute. This initiative supported by, can you see it? Can you see it? I mean, I just want to make sure it's clear. Let me put it right there for you. Let me put it right there for you, man. This initiative supported by 200 million pledge. There was a 200 million pledge US dollars to form this national task force. This international security force, sorry, not task. Let me get it right. Now imagine that. Now wait a minute. You telling me, right, that this whole thing is about money? Because like I said, the brother been crying out for help for the last 2 years, at least 3 years for sure. For sure. And nobody in the Caribbean, nobody in CARICOM had nothing to say. They talked about Ukraine, they talked about Palestine, they talked about all over the world. They said nothing about Congo. Yeah, I said it. They said nothing about Eritrea and Ethiopia. I said it. They said nothing about what's the other place? Zimbabwe. They said nothing about Haiti. They talked about Guyana, oil. 200 million. And I heard somewhere that he said the guy from America, the minister, that he planned to double it. So understand what's happening. This is not a. This is they caved into the pressure. America want to send in these folks first to lead the attack. Y'all would do some damage, sustain some damage, weaken the resistance, quote unquote, and we'll come in afterwards and justify why we came in, because after all, y'all supposed to be doing a humanitarian thing to the world. The world sees it as a humanitarian effort. Imagine this, the soldiers in Haiti are the ones that right now have the airport. Don't believe the thing with the gangs of the air. No, the security forces there, the military in Haiti has the Air Force locked, but they're not allowing any planes to land. I bet you American aircraft land on that strip just now. No other plane can land, but I bet no one can leave, no one can come. But I bet you American military planes land there just now. Watch and see. Watch and see. So this is what's been going on, family. We've been told one thing, but the nation never said there was this much money on the table. They pledged that much money. That'll motivate some ministers. If we know these ministers, like we know these ministers and shucks, that's more than enough to motivate them. In fact, a lot of them ain't got no problem going down there themselves, taking a few pictures, of course, no further than the airport. But imagine that. Imagine that. But wait, though, family, it gets better. Because as early as last year, and this was probably, in fact, let me do it differently. Let me do it differently. Because what I got to find out is that Kenya was one of the first ones to pledge 1,000 men. In fact, let me just go ahead and play that clip. I think that's the best thing I should do. Let's go ahead and play that clip real quick. The one with, give me the one with Kenya. Yeah. Let me do this one. There you go. Real quick. Let me just grab the link so I can share it. Well, listen to this really quick.
Our next story is from the Caribbean. Kenya has made a U-turn on Haiti. After agreeing to deploy troops to the violence-stricken nation, Kenyan President William Ruto's government has now halted the move. Meanwhile, armed gangs led by Jimmy Chirizier continue their rampage with no replacement in sight for Prime Minister Ariel Henry.
Yeah, what he said. Jimmy Barbecue, which is the guy leading the G9, he's saying continues his rampage. Listen how the international people are speaking about this young man, in spite of what he's saying and what he's doing on the physical ground. The propaganda, they got to be considered propaganda, because we already got the evidence that indicated the government was the one that's doing all these killing and massacring people. Killing with impunity. I gave you the link last program. If you're not watching for the first time, other than liking and subscribing, doing other fancy stuff, make sure you go back and watch the previous one and the one before that. There's some information that was given out that adds to what tonight is talking about, especially the documents from Harvard University Law faculty and the one from Yale that speaks about this. Yeah, but listen to this right here.
Haitians are hoping for the storm to pass as Kenya does an abrupt about-face. Our report takes you inside.
These were the streets of Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince. The Caribbean nation has been under the grip of violence for weeks. Armed gangs have declared a coup against Prime Minister Ariel Henry. Leading the charge is former cop turned gangster Jimmy Chirizier, also known as Barbecue. The violence has left thousands of Haitians displaced. The world has been slow to react. The timing of the violence was strategic because Prime Minister Henry was out of the country. The Haitian leader was in Africa. He met Kenya's President William Ruto, and the two leaders signed an agreement allowing Kenya to deploy 1,000 police officers in Haiti. The Kenyan troops were to lead an international mission of almost 20 countries to curb the menace of violent gangs. As the intensity of the violence picked up, Kenya prepared its security personnel for deployment.
The status is as you know it. There was a small court matter. That small matter has been resolved because the court said we needed to have a reciprocal agreement with Haiti. That reciprocal agreement has already been signed about a week ago. So we are now in the pre-deployment stage.
But these plans have been cut short. Haiti's prime minister has resigned, and Kenya is rethinking its mission to Haiti.
There you go.
President Ruto's government has put a halt on the deployment of its troops, and this has gotten widespread support from Kenyans.
We insist even in things which are illegal. So I thank God because it has come to an end, because now it has been stopped. So our children who are going to be killed outside now are safe.
Oh,
Our police, our government, they are not ready for that. Yes, I think they should train our people, our police. Then after that, they can look at it and then they go back there.
Haiti has no government, it has no structure, so it's not advisable, as let's say, like, if our government really cares for our people, they won't even consider doing that.
if the government cared for our people, they would not even consider that, sending the people down there. The man say, our children are now safe. They're not going there. They're home, so they're safe. Imagine that. Imagine that. Why? I mean, Kenya is saying, nah, we don't want, the people actually support the fact that the government decided to pull out of sending troops down there. The people love the idea of not sending troops in. Imagine that. Full support from the people. What does that say? They were never supporting it in the first place. At all. Well, this is where tonight's program turns a bit ugly. Shout out to the family in UK, by the way. I see you, Steve. Shout out to the matriarch. Moms, I see you. I see you. Big shout out to you and the whole family. But this is where tonight's program is going to turn. I might need security. Check this out, family. Antigua was also planning. We have the Gestapo-looking fella here, Granston Brown, with his Hitler, little, whatever you call it, door rug. What they call it? I don't know what they call it, man. They call it something. The girls call I know. Anyhow, women call it something. I can't remember what they call it. Something. Anyhow, the little patch. You got a patch. The little runway. It's more like a landing pad. It cracked me up. Listen, family, on a serious note, look, check this out. Dominica, can you believe this? Sorry, not Dominica. Antigua and Barbuda, we're getting the flags mixed up. Antigua and Barbuda were sending defense forces to Haiti to restore order. Now, wait a minute. Y'all remember when during the COVID situation, when folks were out in Antigua protesting, how he was popping tear gas and people left, right, and center with no problem? So understand what we're dealing with here in the region. This is not no peace, humanitarian help Haitian. This is we going in and we're looking to crush these individuals who are opposing the system, and we'll take it from here. In fact, we'll hand it over, listen carefully, because we took the money, 200 M's. We took the money, we're going to hand it over to America. Old Uncle Sam. We're going to give it to Uncle Sam. Imagine this cat right here. Like, for real? Come on, man. Like, Caribbean, stand up, man. This is where, no, Steve, these cats ain't sellouts, man. They ain't sellouts. I mean, they were bred for this purpose. See, that's the problem. We looking at this thing all wrong. These folks are not sellouts. They have been bred, programmed, and conditioned for this. Like the lady just said, if you love your people, you would never think to do something like that. Killings, money, killings and money, killings for money, your own people, nah. A different program altogether, man. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, man. It sounds like Nazis for real. Like, for real. Maria, I see you, family. For real. This is serious, man. Serious. Beverly said, I always believed something wasn't right. You got that right, Bev. Something been wrong. But again, you ain't going to see this in the Nation. The Nation newspaper is not about news. In fact, then again, it might be about news. The question is what type of news? Because, I suppose, gossip could be considered news. I mean, I suppose. But let's just take another step and do one more thing. Let's do one more thing. As much as I might hate to do this, I have to do this. I have to do this. And let me just make sure I put this up here early out, because they don't want to give me the permission, but that's all right. I know where their loyalty lies, but I'm gonna play a clip. Beverly, I'm gonna play something right now, man. I'm gonna play a clip by our prime servant. I'm gonna play a clip from our prime servant, and this is this is statements by the prime servant. A few weeks ago, just a few weeks ago. I want y'all listen to this very, very carefully, what she's about to say. And I'm going to show you all the hypocrisy in it. Check this out. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. And my thing is, you can't expect people to hear this and overstand it. You got to be in tune. You got to be in tune on a different frequency to see through the smoke. You can't, like there's some creatures who can see in the dark. Yeah. Or they can navigate in the dark. And the others, even the torchlight, still trip over themselves. Yeah. Beverly answered the question, what were they up to? Haiti's resources, just curious. You could go online and Google mining in Haiti, and you will see this goes back, way back. They've been raping Haiti for a long time, taking advantage of the fact that the country has always been, they've always been fighting over something or the other. Always. Social engineering. Create the problem, set back, and then offer the solution. Check this out, though, fam. I want y'all to listen to this carefully. Check this out.
And fifthly, we need to make sure that we deal with the consequences of war and fragility. The Secretary General said it so well this morning. There is too much war globally. And the reality is, whether it is Gaza, whether it is Ukraine, whether it is Africa, it must come to an end. These wars are man-made, and man can therefore negotiate. I believe that a time will come when they will come to an end. The question is, at what cost and how many people will die? The bottom line is
Wait. I got to go back there a second. Give me a second. I gotta listen carefully, family. Carefully. Listen carefully. Just carefully.
I believe that a time will come when they will come to an end. The question is, at what cost and how many people will die?
At what cost and how many people will die? Listen, the reality is there's a cost on this one, and we are sending our own family members, brothers, sisters, uncles, nieces, and in some cases, sisters, wives, daughters, fathers, why is it that, let me ask a question really quick. I'm gonna play the rest of it, but let me play it first, and I'll get back.
The bottom line is that in our own region, as I said, the example of Venezuela and Guyana, and we pray that that continues to hold, should be a beacon to show the rest of the world that it is possible to come together and address these issues. As it relates to Haiti, as we speak, Haiti continues to unravel and to face the worst of circumstances. Our heart bleeds for the Haitian people. The reality is that the world needs to stop paying lip service. And we cannot only address the issue of the political solution and the security solution, which is uppermost, and the immediate humanitarian aid, but there must be a commitment at the same time to put at least a 30-year development compact for the people of Haiti to ensure that we are not back here in the near future again. As it relates to the Gaza war, this is inexplicable. The world's first televised genocide is uniting the people of the world, even if their governments do not want to be united. And we say simply that Prime Minister Netanyahu needs to be separated from the people of Israel, because as we have seen, there are Israelis who understand that what is happening in the Gaza Strip, in spite of the fact that of all that has happened is wrong and disproportionate. Mr. Chairman, I ask us, therefore, to speak with one voice on these issues, because governments and democracy will have no moral authority to speak on anything if we continue to watch children and women die. We condemn, of course, what happened to the Israelis from Hamas, but we must now condemn what is happening disproportionately to the people of Gaza. I ask simply, where do they go next year and the year after? How will they get housing? How will they get food? How will they get water? How will they live without medicine? And we cannot think, therefore, of only today, but indeed of next year and the near future.
Interesting. I I've done several reviews of the presentations by our prime servant, and to date, this one I believe is the most telling, because whereas we can quote unquote identify with the dialogue regarding Palestine and the Ashkenazis that are in the territory identified as Israel, and notice my choice of words, we must be, if we're going to be honest, Miss Motley, really and truly, if you're going to sit there and be so eloquent and fluid in your words, be all the way honest. Don't right spick this thing, man. You know, Aunt Rose was an interesting woman, I tell you, man. Ooh-wee. Let's be all the way honest, man. Because it's okay to say that, right? Meanwhile, you are here in while you're making these statements about Palestine and Netanyahu and how it separate from the people, we need to separate from you at this point, because if you sanction and you okay sending Barbadians over to literally kill Haitians, our fellow brothers and sisters, you ain't no different. You put Barbados like Israel, because America's objective is to occupy again, by the way, occupy Haiti, because they occupied Haiti back in the, what was it, 1919 or 1917, somewhere around that time. Nobody talks about that part though. They've been occupying it. They've been stealing stuff. They got kicked out. We know what happened. Yeah, we forgot that one, huh? So the plan is for you sending guys on there to bring peace. You're not bringing peace. You're going down there to pave the way to bring America in. Y'all cave in to the attack, the planned military attack that America has for Haiti. You are lending support to that. Yeah. And you could sit there, and y'all could sit there in your skirts and blouses, well, pants and jacket and tie, or jacket and scarf, whatever. And you could say stuff like that to the people, and some folks love it because they don't know the other side of the story. The media didn't tell them the other part. America's looking to occupy Haiti again. They did it before Papa Doc, I think, in fact. And guess what? You are literally ushering America in, and you're giving the sons and daughters of this land, you're going to spill their blood on Haiti soil. Talk about voodoo now. Can't make this stuff up, family. I'm telling y'all. Can't make this up at all. But let me go a little further down the line now real quick. Well, we know that Haiti Prime Minister has resigned. In fact, based on the meeting they had on Monday, remember I told you all that guy flew into Jamaica? I show you all the clip. Y'all see what was up. He was in there talking. And matter of fact, hold on. Let me play this other clip, man. Y'all think I'm playing? Let me play this one right here, man.
Self-cast.
Let me go a little further back here. Should I? Yeah, this is worth it. 2 minutes. Let me just drop this in here real quick, family. Don't get tight with this thing, family. As much as Miss Motley, with all due respect, right? With all due respect, you speak of Palestine and Israel and what's happening. And it's outrageous to the wildest, I mean, completely. But here it is, you sending our sons and daughters so that they could usher America to occupy Haiti. And you really think, and how you know it's occupation? Because this same man that America appointed, after they had the meeting on Monday, shortly, in fact, directly after the meeting, guess what he did?
Right now, on these streets, he is in charge. Barbecue, they call him. Jimmy Chiritse, the leader of a collective of gangs, street fighters who have effectively pulled off a coup.
Today, we are telling the international community to give Haiti a chance. We Haitians have to decide who is going to lead the country and what model of government we want.
He was reacting from the streets to the resignation of the Prime Minister, prevented from returning to his own country, forced to step down in neighboring Puerto Rico. The government I am running, he said, will remove itself immediately after the establishment of a transitional presidential council. The images from the...
Don't miss that. Don't miss that. Don't miss that. Although he resigned, listen to when he's resigning. All right? Listen to when.
The government I am running, he said, will remove itself immediately after the establishment of a transitional presidential council.
The establishment of a transitional presidential system. Listen to this again, man. Don't miss this, family. Don't miss this.
In neighboring Puerto Rico.
Don't miss this.
The government I am running, he said, will remove itself immediately after the establishment of a transitional presidential council.
Presidential council. Now, after the meeting with America and Jamaicans and other ministers who all involved in this security force and the 200 million or maybe 400 million US that's on the table, that they all got their hands trying to ease a piece out for themselves. Hey, you got a couple guys. Yeah, I can send you a couple guys. How much? Let me get. Yeah. That right after that meeting, he could say, "I'll resign after a council is established." Well, wait a minute. That means that the talk in that meeting was about establishing a transitional government. So what they plan on doing is what? Putting another set of. They basically replacing him with a new face. And the Caribbean islands and all these other nations are going to help them do this, which is occupying, because it's still occupation. It is not a democratic elected government. So if that's the case, then is that not occupation? No different to what's going on in Palestine? So when they start fighting back against you, all of a sudden now they're gangs. They're gangs because they fight against those who fight against them.
The images from the past week reflect this slide into chaos. At the approach road to the country's main airport, they run for cover. The army still controls it, but it remains closed to flights. No way to escape, no aid coming in. The seaport has reportedly reopened after government forces pushed gangs back, but at a cost. The number of dead and injured continues to rise. The US Secretary of State joined an urgent meeting of regional leaders in Jamaica this week, a collective effort to install a transitional government and a path to elections. And at the US State Department, the spokesman hinted at the big concern for America.
But certainly we have seen a very unstable security situation, and we know that what often happens when you have an unstable security situation, as you referenced in the question, is an increase in people attempting to flee the country.
Attempting to flee the country. Look, I ain't even gonna put no more of that on. I'm gonna give you all the link to that. Y'all go check that out too, because when I watch this, right, and I think to myself, like, they really think like you'd have to not want to know, to sit home, be comfortable with what's going on, because this could be Barbados in a second. So, but I said, home drum beat first. What about Haiti? Well, guess what? So all the tsunami signs, yeah, what they got planned? Okay. As we speak, Haitians need food and shelter. That's a fact. Whether they don't get them tents they got there by the stadium and carry them on to Haiti, do some good with them. Because I heard they were moved, and I heard they came back. I heard they were moved, but somebody said they're back there again. Yep. Heard Haitian president said he's stepping down and BDF on standby. That's right. The truth is never spoken, just brainwashing you. With Beverly, if you think they're brainwashing you now, right? Wait till I show you this next clip. I got one more for you. Hold on. I'm gonna give it to you. Let me give you that one. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. Let me go get it. Let me go get it. Well, I got two, but I can get yeah, I'm gonna give them both two. I can go to this one first. I'm gonna give you this one in part, not its in entirety, because it's longer. But I want you to go listen to it because now this is a member of, I think she's in Congress in America. You will never guess what they're saying, man. A lot of fingers are pointing back at America and Biden. They said that America is the one supplying the guns on the ground. I'm just saying, boy, social engineering, create the problem, watch the reaction, and come with a solution. Madness, man, madness, man, madness.
The now completed administration of Ariel Henry, is that a fair characterization to say that we have been propping him up?
Well, in my opinion, what is fair is that Haiti has not been the priority. And there are many ways in which U.S. foreign policy, whether you were talking about what has contributed to a humanitarian crisis with our immigration crisis. U.S. foreign policy rooted in colonialism has in many ways supported the destabilization of countries, resulting in them fleeing and coming here. And fortunately, again, we are a commonwealth that is a safe haven.
Yeah, wait, y'all heard what she just said? Wait, hold on a minute, man. I'm gonna play that part again. I'm just gonna go back here real quick, right? Let's go back here. Let me just go back to this guy here. Let's go back here.
Of Ariel Henry.
Hang on. Let me just go back here. Bear with me, family.
That is Haitian-led, and that the transitional government is one that is representative of the people.
Wait, hold on. Now I gotta go back. You got to hear what she said there just now. I gotta go back, family. I'm sorry. You got to hear this, man.
And in that vein, working alongside my two co-chairs, Congresswoman Shervlis McCormick and Congressman Clark of Florida and New York, respectively, we have been advocating for the Prime Minister to step down. We are encouraged by that step. It's long overdue.
By the way, they're asking the Prime Minister to step down as well. It was long overdue. So he didn't want to move. Understand the picture. He did not want to move. So he was doing whatever he had to do, killing whoever he had to kill, do what he got to do to keep his power. And things change.
Also by the confirmation of a new ambassador, which just happened imminently. So we now have Ambassador Hankins, and also continue to advocate for the redesignation of Haiti when it comes to TPS, and certainly halting all deportations. We should not be sending anyone there. And then doing everything that we can to stop the trafficking of arms, of guns to Haiti. Those guns are made here in the U.S. They're being trafficked and smuggled to Haiti, which has contributed to this layered crisis of economic devastation, political instability, and growing violence. Just when we think the situation cannot get more dire, it gets more dire with each passing day. The assassination of President Moise, a 7.5 level magnitude earthquake, hurricanes. Haiti has been digging out these layered crises for a very long time. And it's really critical that we are getting humanitarian aid into Haiti and also making those investments that will support economic infrastructure and democratic infrastructure. So, and also we have to really make sure that the recovery of Haiti, and it will happen, is one that is led by civil society, that is Haitian-led, and that the transitional government is one that is representative of the people.
Dr. Gabot described the U.S. government, of the people, said the Biden administration, propping up the now completed administration of Ariel Henry. Is that a fair characterization to say that we have been propping him up?
Well, in my opinion, what is fair is that Haiti has not been the priority. And there are many ways in which U.S. foreign policy, whether you were talking about what has contributed to a humanitarian crisis with our immigration crisis. U.S. foreign policy rooted in colonialism has in many ways supported the destabilization of countries, resulting in them fleeing and coming here. And fortunately, again, we are a commonwealth that is a safe haven, that is a righteous shelter, that has nimble, innovative, humane leaders in Governor Healy and in Mayor Wu that have been very creative in making sure that we can receive those migrants when they come here and center their humanity and their dignity. However, if we really want to stop the flow of new arrivals, then we have to get to the root of the problem. And that does have everything to do with U.S. foreign policy. What we have to focus on right now is making Haiti a priority, and we have to save lives. So we have to halt all deportations to Haiti. They're still happening. That is definitely within the control of the Biden-Harris administration. We have to redesignate TPS status for Haiti, and we have to stop the trafficking and the smuggling of arms to Haiti, because that's how the gangs are able to exact and perpetrate so much violence onto the people of Haiti.
I gotta say.
Well, let me put that link up so y'all can go ahead and watch the rest of that. But she says a lot of interesting things, thought-provoking. I'm gonna just drop that comment, drop it in the comment section real quick. Let me put that right there. But I'm saving the best for last. I had to save this one for last. You know, like I said, I gotta definitely shout the brothers out. You know, yeah, I gotta shout these brothers out. The brothers from the Israel United in Christ. I mean, a few brothers actually hop on a flight and went down to Haiti. A few brothers from the Israel United in Christ congregation, I guess I could call them, went down to Haiti on the ground, boots on the ground. And something I'm talking about doing, you know, love the idea. And they actually got an exclusive interview with the brother directly themselves. They actually went to talk to the brother like, yo, look, man, they said this stuff overseas. Tell us what's really going on here. They went on the ground and they did their own investigation. And yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. And here we go. So I had to save this for last, for sure. For sure. I think it's only fair that the brother get to speak his truth. I think that's what's most important. Those opportunities, because we know that, you know, mainstream media is not going to do that. Like, you ain't going to see him on BBC exclusive. You ain't going to see that. You ain't going to see that CNN exclusive. It's funny how everybody else got an exclusive, but these main ones don't have any. That should tell you something. They speak in a narrative, but they ain't get into the root. Anyhow, family. Big up to the brothers and sisters united in Christ. Christ being the anointed, the powerful one, and we are the powerful ones, and we know that. So shout out to the family, like I said. And let me just let this ride.
Minister Ariel Henry, whom Cheryl condemns.
Shalom, Israel, Most High in Christ, blessed Deacon Isaac here. I'm here with the deacons, Malachi, and Lava. We had an opportunity today to speak with the man himself. As you know, this brother's been in the media. There's been a lot of lies told on his behalf, and he had the opportunity to speak for himself. What did you guys think? People have to see it for themselves. See it for yourself, Israel. For yourself.
Question that put question that pour qui réalité ça qui passe dans le pays d'Haïti d'après Kounia.
Et bon, c'est Jimmy Chez ici. Donc ça déjà un élément bon sur nous c'est barbecue. Et réalité ça qui passe je dis c'est résultat 50 années mauvaise gouvernance. Dans 50 dernières années passées là et pays a pas dirigé. Même s'il pas dirigé à monde qui t'a dirigé le pays a bien en corruption, pas aucun service de base, l'état pas présent dans zone côté nous relégué tout le quartier populaire. Et puis jodi comme l'état pas de jambe présent, il pas construire l'école. Ça veut dire un peuple qui pas gain éducation, va aucun côté le il pas construire l'école et tout ça il fait c'est voler l'argent pays à l'acheter aux États-Unis, à l'acheter au Canada. Et mettre petit yo dans une université, mettre petit yo dans une école. Pendant ce temps, ils n'ont pas tenu compte de petits monde qui étaient dans l'arrière pas de l'école. Ils n'ont pas tenu compte de monde qui dans le ghetto qui pas de voir petit yo l'école. Si monde ça a grandi, le système là et on vient comprendre parce que il y a 5% monde qui contrôle 85% de richesse pays. 5%. Et monde ça yo pas haïtien. C'est des Syro libanais et qui viennent comme nous même haïtiens, nous sommes peuple hospitalier. Nous venons là, nous recevons en retour, ils même qui ça fait comme intelligent, ils ont utilisé politiciens nous gagnent et puis pour écraser pays. On a ça qui peut arriver. Et si on qui dans ghetto pas à l'école là, il a 10 ans. Non, 10 ans encore, il a 20 ans, il a madame, il a petite. On n'y a pas éduqué. Il n'a pas de profession. Comment va faire madame les appétit de manger? Ça devient plus facile pour les connaître, c'est jouer nos âmes. Et ça mieux entre dans le quartier populaire. Moun qui dans le quartier populaire, par exemple, moi-même, je vais voyager. Et l'autre monsieur qui est dans l'autre quartier populaire, je vais voyager. Ça mieux entre dans le quartier populaire, c'est nous les Sigolibalais météo mélangés avec les politiciens pour garantir le pouvoir et pour garantir l'économie, l'argent que vous gagnez. Maintenant, ça, on est en depuis moun n'a pas éduqué le gain ça, mais il ne pas capable tête une orientation, il ne pas aucune idéologie. Ça va créer instabilité qui gagne, qui va le kidnapping, ça va créer instabilité qui va faire moun pas qu'à circuler, moun a tout côté dans le pays. Mais l'État a tout, pas jamais une volonté pour résoudre le problème qui gagne dans le pays. Qui c'est problème infrastructure, qui c'est problème de base, ça oui, créer l'école professionnelle, créer bon genre université, faire l'hôpital et puis créer travail et que pour nous capable vivre dans le monde. Maintenant, les qui viennent des âmes maintenant comme les pas idéologie, les pas éduqués, qui ça le fait pour les âmes ça devient important pour lui parce que les gens pas éduquer l'argent va le paquet d'importance. On est à qui ça va faire, ils tomber kidnapper. Mais comme les qui grand qui te qu'on faire mauvais actes pour faire kidnapper pour faire tuer pour eux. On a même yo vinn gen ça, yo vinn autonomie peut-être pas, yo dit nous pas besoin voler pour nous encore, nous pas besoin kidnapper pour nous encore et que nous-mêmes nous ca voler peut-être nous et puis c'est ça qui a privé nos paquet quartier populaire. On ca bailler souffler, on ca bailler. Quand ça, c'est Kaimoun qui boule. On a pas arrivé parce que côté bon d'arriver bon da moto. Ma pas à distance ma moto qui boule. Kaimoun yo boule yo obligé venir faire petit caille ça là pour mais on pas besoin organisation pour moun, on pas besoin parler de ça. Toutes ces Kaimoun ça yo boule caillou pour côté pour aller, yo obligé venir construire là. Qui est-ce qui va manger? Parfois, pas un programme alimentaire mondial comme là, mais c'est ça, on veut. Pour nous tourner au peuple mendiant, pour nous dépendre de eux, pour nous capables. Parfois, on peut venir là, mais manger pas si presque 2000 comme les familles vivent là. Parfois, on est capable de bailler, on est capable de bailler. Nous voulons manger de ça. Là, c'est quand nous quand c'est pour ça qu'on peut vivre dans la communauté là. Et puis les gens c'est quand même mais tu fais. Le seulement Dieu là avec le problème, tu fais comment est là.
See this family? Imagine when it rains. All the water goes in the house. I'm gonna pause it right there, fam. Let me get that link there too. You gotta go watch the rest of this particular one. It's like an hour long actually, and let me just post this right here real quick in the comments as well. Y'all can go and watch that. Support the brothers, man. They did a great thing by going on the ground. Boots on the ground, family. Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. Let me just say this, family. You know, just a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Another vision. Another vision. That's what this is. Another vision. You know, so when we hear the mainstream and America talking about, you know, something ain't right, family. Something ain't right, which is funny because, like the lady said, America's the one that was propping up the government. Why? You know, how come? How come? What was in it for them? They talk democracy all the time, right? This thing is a joke, family, and we see it. That could easily be Barbados. Easily be Barbados, man. People are going through it right here the same way. But we comfortable with the enslavement, so we don't see it. You know, and people comfortable in Barbados. You know, we don't see that on the horizon. We don't see. He said the governments were corrupt, and you know so we don't have the marginalization to the extent that they have with no education, and no utilities and whatnot. We don't. So we have utilities. We have the roads. They're being paved now, although all the big boys get the contracts. We have the school system, although it ain't no good because they talk about the violence in the schools. Schools always been violence. It's been violent physically and been violent educational, because of, the schools what produce the kind of mindset you have in the system here in Barbados. They looking to produce servants, and the Haitians are like, we're not servants, man. We're not doing that. So they lead them to be ignorant, to fall victim to the circumstances of survival. So they're operating in survival mode. What do you expect? You're gonna create crime because people are trying to live. Anyhow, family, we got these amenities, so we think we good, not realizing that it's the amenities that got us the way we are. Anyhow, family, didn't plan to be on too long, but give thanks to all y'all that came through and that will come through. And Friday, I'm working on a special program for Friday. I actually got one more link to share. This is CNN News 18. I think this is out of India somewhere. Indian version of, well, not Indian version of CNN. It's CNN for India. Let me go ahead and share this tab. I just want to share this tab. I'm just going to share the link. I won't play the video, but I'm going to share the link as well. Go check these videos out, family. Go see what's going on. Go see what's going on. You can't not go see what's going on. So they don't want nothing, huh? Too much conditioning, man. Too much conditioning, man. Of course they're fearing it. Of course. Why would they not? Why would they not? But go check this link out. I found this video to be very thought-provoking because it just showed different events going on. It's not a whole lot of dialogue, but very interesting. Police outnumbered and demoralized. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Y'all gotta go watch that. Let's go watch it, man. Like that's how they want us, all Barbadian and Antiguan and whoever else decided to send people to Haiti. The people that are already there can't even cope with what's going on there, as it is right now. Their own police, their own troops can't even deal with it. And y'all feel you're going there and make a difference? Y'all only going to be the proverbial slain lamb of sacrifice to justify what America really want to do next. You see? That's why CARICOM caved in to the pressure, the relentless pressure. But guess what? We ain't caving in, though. We gonna hold the line, man. We gonna hold the line. That's for sure. Yeah. Let me put this tune on, man. Yeah. See if I can find that one there. Yes. You say you want world peace, right? I got a tune for you, man. Yeah, I got a tune for you, man. And play this tune here. Big tune. I can play this. See how it got on full tonight, man. We can run this tune tonight. This is one of my personal tunes, man. This is my personal stash. Beverly, this is the personal stash, man. I'm gonna drop this on here for you. I see you, Gemma. Shabbat Shalom. Forget the language barrier. We won't have a clue what they're talking about. They be telling us, yeah, go down the road and turn left. That time is a whole land, a whole land mining and ambush waiting for you. And you ain't got a clue the people telling you. Don't get lost down there in Haiti. All that close combat. Listen. Man, look. Y'all better say your prayers, man. That's all I can tell y'all. You better stay out of Haiti, man. I think, in fact, Why is Barbados so quiet on this? Why are Barbadians so quiet? Why is the headlines in the nation not that people are, and crying out about this? Why is this not? Where's Ralph Torn? Did he? I didn't see Parliament this week, family. Did Ralph Torn speak on this in Parliament? Can somebody please update me? Did Ralph Torn speak about this in Parliament? I'm not knocking the other stuff going on, but our loyal sons and daughters, man. Did he speak on this opposition? Yep. Get votes for the next election. Serious. That's what they're doing, man. That's exactly what they're doing. This video right here, in fact, I could probably let this ride, but this was very, 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 very thought-provoking, man. This is the police station, apparently. This is what's going on the ground, man. Like I said, family, you ain't got no business going down there doing anything other than helping the people, fix their social issues without being backed by the United States military to do what? As far as if the other gangs that the government had in place, the government say he about to step down pending the installation of. So in other words, he ain't going nowhere yet. So this is why this is going to be a continual problem, because he and those that they're funding, holding the line, maybe a few of them might have crossed over, but for the most part, they're probably some still committing crime. They're doing all kind of agent provocative drama that giving the people who are defending the voiceless and defending the poor a bad name. It's really heartbreaking. It really is. It showed to Dominica again. I see you, sis. It's a serious thing, man. Serious thing, man. So the links are in the comments to all the videos I would have shown tonight and the websites I would have visited. Go check them out. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Make sure you share the information. And that's it, man. That's all we can do. That's all we can hope to achieve, is to share the news, the real news, the real news. You're what your sister has said. Where is one?
Real news for the people in real time.
That's right. Having said that, family, I gonna just roll out of here, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of the evening, and this thing then going to another level, family. For another level, and I hope y'all saw that video with Miss Motley. Like, I mean, you talk about Palestine and Israel while you are in the process of creating another occupation in the Caribbean. Told you bringing peace. I am sure that's what they had in mind when they invaded Gaza the first time, the West Bank. We bringing peace. Don't forget, it was a Red Cross that went in, right? We didn't forget. Anyhow, Emily.
Maybe unity is the king of fire and tell like your prophet. All right, Babylon, they cannot stop it.
My tune.
You come and tell me world peace when I use him and create the war.
They create the war, man. Carry calm.
Yes, my brothers are dying, don't know what they're fighting for. I just don't know. You come and tell me what.
I pulling that tune again, man. Carry calm, you start the war, man. All carry calm leaders should be charged. Crimes against humanity. All carry calm leaders, all the other people. Crimes against humanity. Start the war, man.
You come and tell me world peace when I use him and create the war. Yes, my brothers are dying, don't know what they're fighting for. I just don't know. You come and tell me world peace
when I
want
peace. Want peace, but they're starting a war.
Yes, my brothers are dying, don't know what they're fighting for.
Listen to the tune.
Total destruction. Their annihilation. You sit with your corruption. You start your war and your fiction. So you politician. Make no wrong decision.
Wrong decisions, man.
And at the end, only the people alone never feel it. You come and tell me world peace when I use the man create the war. Brother, yes, my brothers are dying, don't know what they're fighting for. Come and tell me world peace when I use the man start the war. Yes, my brothers are dying, don't know what they're fighting for.
Listen.
Some might think over with them. You see them all a killer, them own a big friend. Well, no, never real, not sober with them over the cliff. We now go over with them. Alright, so why you want to take a life and you never make a life? Rasta is the ultimate, the youths them want a better life. Better. Know, every man want to live the best of life, but Babylon them have a phobia with the better life. You come and tell me world peace when I use the man create the war. Yes, my brothers are fighting, don't know what they're fighting for. You come and tell me world peace when I use the man create the war. Yes, my brothers are dying, don't know what they're dying for. You know you come a war and say a peace. You kill from the north to the south to the east. But after war, I come here for champion the peace. We tired of the innocent killing and the blood where you are deep. You never yet practice where you preach. Till you want to kill off the people, them and live on the youth them like a leech. But remember when you saw that you are going to reap. That's why Elijah prophet have favored world police. Yo, you come and tell me world peace when I use the one create the war.
You said right there, right, Mia?
Yes,
you said right there, right?
You don't know what they're
You don't know about the job. You don't know about the job. It's highly velocity first you deal with. You've been misinformed here. Let's job that thing. Furthermore, the name is Yah. Catch up.
From the east to the west side, from France to Italy, go down to Germany. Why can't we live in unity? The people need to be free. Just face reality. Because the victim is only you and me. They come and tell we world peace.
That'll be world peace. Watch it. When them start the war. Nah, man. We ain't dealing with that at all, man. We ain't dealing with it. Big tune right there, so family. Y'all already know, man. I had to beat that tune there, man. I had to beat that. I couldn't play that in the beginning at all, boy. I would have been on. Been involved. Ken on here tonight. I had to kind of bring it to a level, man. Let me tell you something. Think about it, man. Because at the end of that speech, Miss Marty talking about try Jah. And although, like I said, is for what it is worth, I suppose you meant well, and maybe there's some validity to it. It's 2024, though. It's 2024, man. I see what's going on, man. And there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is destruction, eh? When they're calling for peace, but when they're starting a war. The truth is, the art of war said, if you want peace, prepare for war. But guess what? By the time you talk in peace, the whole Caribbean better prepare for war. Because Haiti is belonging to the Antilles. It's an Antilles, man. It's part of the Antilles. So we calling for all the islands in the Antilles. Start preparing for war, family. Because the politicians talk about they bringing peace. The minute they tell you they bring in peace, prepare for war. Let me ask a question real quick. What the officers is called that thing on the hip? what is called that thing on the hip? Not the side piece. Yo, too bad, family. Let me go, man. Well, you can't make this stuff up, family. You can't, my family. You can't. Jackie, I see you, family. Blessed love to you. Old firm, sis. This family, start paying attention, man. Do not fall for the distractions, all these local events, all these different things going on. They got everybody busy talking about, I ain't not toilet water, drinking toilet water. Listen, man, there's something called the aquifer, like I said to the brother yesterday. When you put that stuff in the toilet, where you think it going? In the well? going into the water. Yes, it's being filtered with the calcium, but it's the same thing. It's just being filtered by the limestone. You can only hope that it's being filtered correctly, but that's why they take it and do all the other stuff. So all I'm saying is that, you know, I overs it, but don't bark at a flying bird, man. Like don't do that. Don't bark at a flying bird. That's all I'm saying. Don't bark at a flying bird, man. Pay attention to what's really going on, family. Don't fall for the distractions here. Organized chaos is a real thing. Meanwhile, they're talking about peace while they're planning war here. Prepare yourself, family. Prepare yourself. Highly selective first.
Maybe you're the thing. It's the king of fire and tell like your prophet. All right. Babylon, they cannot stop it. You come and tell me world peace when I use him and create the war. Yes, my brothers are dying. Don't know what they're fighting for. You come and tell me world peace when I use him and start the war. Yes, my brothers are dying. Don't know what they're fighting for. Total destruction, their annihilation. You sit with your corruption. You start your war and your fiction. So you politician, make no decision. And at the end, only the people alone them are feeling. Tell me world peace when I use him and create the war. Yes, my brothers are dying, don't know what they're fighting for. You come and tell me world peace when I use him and start the war. Yes, my brothers are dying, don't know what they're fighting for.
Some might think over with them. You see them all a kill all them own a big friend. Well, no, never real, not sober with them over the cliff. We now go over with them. Alright, so why you want to take a life and you never make a life? Rasta is the ultimate, the youths them want a better life. See them know, every man want to live the best of life. But Babylon them have a phobia with the better life.
You come and tell me world peace when I use him and create the war. Yes, my brothers are fighting, don't know what they're dying for. You come and tell me world peace when I use him and create the war. Yes, my brothers are dying, don't know what they're dying for.
You know you come around and say a peace. You kill from the night to the south west to the east. But Rastafari come here with champion the peace. We tired of the innocent killing and the blood where you are deep. You never yet practice where you preach. Till you want to kill off the people, them and them and you them like a leech. But remember when you saw that you are going to reap. That's why like a prophet have a gun bird police. You come and tell me where peace when I use